I'm Lena Gittner.
I'm Eliana Hudson.
And I'm Ashley Eustis.
We're from the International Leadership Executive Keller Saginaw High School FCCLA chapter, and we are participating in Level 2 Focus on Children competition. Our presentation is focused on healthy living, which is a significant deal in modern times.
From here, we decided to go further in depth with two specific topics: living a smart and healthy life, and all about germs. We chose these topics because we felt that children should be educated more on germs and healthy lifestyles, especially with the ongoing pandemic. Moving forward, we built presentations, added a hands-on experiment feature for a more thorough understanding of one of our main focuses, germs.
We created two presentations, one about healthy living and another about germs. We agreed these topics are vital for children to know, not only due to the current pandemic, but also for their future. Our goal was by the end of our presentation to have taught children not only how to combat the danger of germs, but also understand how essential a healthy lifestyle is and how to achieve one. We commenced with healthy living. We came up with key central points to discuss.
We made suggestions that could be put into play in our healthy living presentation to ensure that the children were thoroughly engaged throughout the entirety of the presentation. We went in depth about our main focuses and had students ask questions for any clarification.
We decided to go further in depth with leading a healthy life. We discussed the benefits and how it would affect their lives long term. When discussing the general benefits, we talked about hydration, exercise, and achievable goals. When we focused deeper into the benefits, we talked about hydration, managing a healthy weight, stronger bones, and a cancer risk reduction. We further explored ways to put these topics into practice, such as constant exercise and manageable goals.
We are currently facing a pandemic, a great impacting event that various people have no knowledge about. Our goal was to speak with children and help them understand ways to deal with this new situation. This information and tips will be very useful in the future. In the presentation, we further explained the topics of germs, how they spread, and preventative measures to take. There was also a fun at-home experiment conducted with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade to help them understand the topic a bit better.
Learning about ways to improve and live a healthier lifestyle is very important for every age group. In this presentation, we showed students ways to live a healthier and happier life. There were many students who loved our presentation and liked how we approached our various topics. This project has a positive impact on many children. They learned various helpful tips and about new topics.
Within our presentation, we focused on cognitive development. We used attention-grabbing questions and experiments to engage our audience. We discussed with them throughout this process to allow them to think for themselves so they can truly experience and understand the information better.
Like various FCS classes, we use engaging experiments. In the experiment where we allow the children to see how germs spread and how washing our hands can be a great prevention. We also asked questions about their understanding of the process on how they thought germs function. Studies often show that students better retain and understand information when they conduct an experiment involving hands-on learning.
Here is our germ experiment that we showed to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders.
Okay, so today we're going to be doing the germ experiment. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first you gotta put the pepper into the water. Okay, more than that. More. Okay, that's enough. Okay, now I want you to dip your finger into the water. Okay, now pull it out. Okay, so you see how there's pepper all over your finger? That's how germs stay on your hands. Okay? So now put some soap on your other finger. Okay. Now put your finger into the water. That finger, the one with the soap on it. You see how the pepper moves away from your finger?
Yeah.
That's how washing your hands can help you from getting germs.
We showed the kids a presentation about healthy living and germs. We then talked with them and asked them questions about the topic presented. The children conducted a hands-on activity, and we had them reflect and discuss with our group about their thoughts.
In order to gauge our presentation impact to students, we had them fill out a survey that consisted of 6 questions. These questions were: did you learn something from this presentation? Did you enjoy this presentation? Will you take the information presented and use it in the future? And would you recommend this presentation to other children in your grade? We also included a question about their grade and an open-ended response question.
From our preliminary data, which consisted of the 3rd and 4th grade, we had 143 responses. Later on, when we presented to the 5th grade, we had added 54 responses, bringing our total count up to 197 responses. Breaking this number down, the majority of the responses came from the 3rd grade, a total of 41.1%, followed by 4th grade at 31.47%, and concluding with 5th grade at 27.41%.
From our survey, we got mostly positive results from the students. When asked if they had learned something from our presentation, we got a response of 93.4% of yes, and the other 6.6% was a mixture of somewhat and no. We also asked if they enjoyed and were engaged by our presentation. The students responded with an 86.3% of yes, 9.6% of partially, and 2.2% of no. Finally, when asked if they would take this knowledge they had learned with them in the future, we had an overwhelming response of 96.4% of yes, and only a 3.6% of the students said no.
Our purpose of both presentations, Living a Smart and Healthy Life in all of our terms, was to educate younger generations about the current global state. The impact these presentations had on the students is that they will hopefully retain this information and share it with their peers and family. During our presentations, they learned about achievable, healthy goals, the importance of body safety, and the importance of hygiene.
Our intended goals were accomplished by the audience. We went in depth about our main focuses, had students ask any questions for clarification. We had a great time sharing and discussing different topics with small children. We hope to have made an impacting difference in their lives. No matter if minimal or immense, it was worth it.
What is one skill you learned or improved upon during your presentation that you will use in school next year or in your future career?
As a result of this project, I learned many things about how kids learn as well as myself. Also, I learned many skills that I can take with me and apply elsewhere. Those skills consist of better communication with people, multitasking, and setting up meetings with people.
During this project, I learned not only the value of communication and teamwork skills, but also how to adapt to my audience. My teammates and I adapted to each grade level by using proper vocabulary and interactions to ensure we achieved our goal. Thanks to this, I will be able to use these skills and take them with me in the future.
Throughout this project, I learned various skills. I learned how to adapt and create a presentation with new presented situations. Our whole team created a well-developed project and enjoyable quick experiment to educate and entertain our audience. I also learned how to use constant communication to reach out to our audience, show them that anything is possible even in our current global situation. What obstacles caused challenges in your work and how did you address them?
There weren't many challenges with this project, but we did have a few. Contacting the vice principal and heads of 3rd through 5th grade were a little challenging, as well as setting up a date to present to the grade. But we managed to reach out successfully and align our schedules accordingly. Sharing the presentation had a few bumps in the road as well, but in the end we overcame them and everything worked out.
Fortunately, our project didn't have many challenges. We worked together in an effective manner despite initial awkwardness and the inability to meet together often. Another challenge we faced was keeping the students engaged and entertained during this presentation as it was virtual. However, we were able to overcome this by adding an experiment and changing some of the language. When it came to sharing our project to the students, we achieved our goal, which was to teach them about health and effective ways to stay healthy, and we got our message out.
This project ran smoothly and I believe it was very effective at aiming for our goal. We did face a few challenges, however, we overcame them and we were able to deliver our message. One obstacle we faced was we were not able to physically interact with students, so we could not speak face to face due to our current situation. Our solution was virtually meeting with students, presenting our project, and demonstrating our enjoyable experience. Our sole purpose was to educate the students and spread essential information about our health.
Thank you for watching this video.
Thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation.
Thank you for taking the time to review our presentation.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Have a great day.